Hey. What's happening, my peoples? How's everybody doing it out? How's everyone doing out there this evening? Thanks for stopping in for another episode of On the Cutting Room Floor. I'm your host, Tony Ray Harvey, and let's get into it. Peace in. Sacramento Kings, they lose on the road to the Milwaukee Bucks, 130-115. That ends their 7-game winning streak. And I'm going to tell you right now, the Kings are in still great shape. So, tail of the tape, Giannis Antetokounmpo had a triple-double in the form of 33 points, 11 rebounds, 13 assists in the Milwaukee Bucks 131-115 win over the Sacramento Kings on January 14th in Fiserv Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. So yes, that is the wonderful 7-game win streak that started after December 28th, because the interim coach, the interim leader, Doug Christie, was installed as the interim head coach on December 27th. When he found out he would be taking over from Mike Brown, they lost the first game in Los Angeles, and then after that, they went on a nice little roll. We saw a lot in those seven games, and then they went on this road trip where they finished 2-1. So Doug is 7-2 on the season since he's been installed into that temporary position, and he is 2-2 on the road. 2-2 on the road as of tonight. So the Kings fall to 20-20 on the season and 10-8 on the road. So they are firmly still in 9th place in the Western Conference standings. But they are still moving ahead. They will play the Houston Rockets on December 16th, Thursday, December 16th, here in Sacramento, Golden One Center. They got a 3-game homestand. So regardless of the loss, of course, you want to push it to 8 games. And what I learned the other night, and I have to give credit to Deuce Mason, him and Morgan Reagan, their podcast, they had mentioned that the King longest winning streak was at 8. And that was back in 2003? It's definitely when Doug Christie was still a member of the Sacramento Kings. He was still playing. So they were part of that 8-game winning streak. As a matter of fact, they had stretched it to 12. So that was under the guidance of Rick Adelman. So 7-game streak that they had pretty much currently tied a streak that Mike Brown had a couple seasons ago. So, hey, great job, Doug Christie. We know you're not over. And we do know that this team does believe in you, each and every one of those players. So you came up short tonight, but it was a great run. We still look forward, to the best with these remaining games and stuff. So, as far as I'm concerned. So, Damian Lillard, he had 24 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, while Brook Lopez, he had 21 points and 5 rebounds for the Bucks, who improved to 21-17 and 12-7 at home. And they have won 4 of their last 5 games. A.J. Green added 16 points and 4 rebounds off the bench. For the Kings, DeMar DeRozan, he had 28 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists for the Kings. Once I said that they fall to 20-20 on the season, 10-8 on the road, who ended the 7-game winning streak. So they were without our man, Malik Monk, who is nursing a groin injury, from which was reported, so he did not play. De'Aaron Fox had 20 points. He had 11 rebounds, 9 in the first quarter, and 6 assists for the Kings, while Domantas Sabonis contributed 16 points, 10 rebounds, and 9 assists. Keon Ellis, filling in for Malik Monk, he had 18 points, and that was the stat line, part of the stat line from the Sacramento Kings. So what really derailed this team was that first quarter. That first quarter was that first quarter was pretty much the deciding factor in this game. The Kings, let's see, what was that? Kings were down 47-26 after the first quarter. 47-26 after the first quarter. Kings were keeping up with them. They're, neck and neck early in that first quarter. Then the Bucks, they went crazy. As a matter of fact, they built up a 26-point lead on a dunk by, they built up a 28-point lead, 56-28 at the 9:25 mark of the second quarter. So the Kings never got any closer to 11 points in the second half. And then, the Bucks get the win. So the Bucks look so comfortable out there too on their offense and their defense. Remember, Doc Rivers, who is from Chicago, which is only 90 minutes away from Milwaukee, and he did play at Marquette in his playing days. Doc is a defensive whiz himself, and that's what he can hang his hat on as far as defense, because that's pretty much what how they won this game tonight. Also with some really good shooting, but they had a really good first quarter that got them off, and they basically never looked back those next three quarters. So, but I really give it up to the Kings. They really fought, but this is what happens when you're dealing with a team that has a lot of firepower. They did not have Chris Middleton. They play again tomorrow. I think they play the Orlando Magic. I'm sure he'll play in that game. But we know, with his injury, Chris Middleton that we're talking about, that they're not going to have him playing on back-to-back. So, but obviously they had enough, to get the job done. To get the job done. So, Kings fall to 7-6 to Eastern Conference teams on the season. But I am still liking what the Sacramento Kings are doing. I mean, no, they did not have Malik Monk, which can go in many directions, but the good part about it is that this is the reason why you wanted Malik Monk to resign during the offseason, to take that 4-year, $79 million deal, which he did. He is an extremely key person to this roster. As a matter of fact, he's been starting. Let's see, I did have some notes on him. He's been a starter since December 1st, and he has been averaging 18.6 points, 1 point rebounds, and 6.5 assists per game as a member of the starting five. Now, despite that 6-game losing streak, before that current winning mark of 7 games, the Kings are 11-8 with Monk as a starter. So I'm not discounting, the 6-game losing streak, although that was under the Mike Brown regime. But Malik still fits perfectly, with the starting five. What I do also notice, because we are happy that the Kings have been playing well with the current roster that they have, but they still had those deficiencies. The Milwaukee Bucks are extremely long and explosively athletic, because they can do a lot of damage, and they play some really, really good defense. So the Kings still a small team. Of course, we're going to keep talking about it. Those needs have to be addressed for the Sacramento Kings if they want to really make a great run at this postseason. At least get into the top 6, because under that, you're playing in the play-in. 7, 8, 9, and 10, you're in the play-in. But if you want to try to get deep in there, Monty McNair and Wes Wilcox are going to try to work some magic as far as shoring up the personnel. I don't know if they're going to come close to anything that the Dallas Mavericks did last season. Maybe they can, and maybe they can do better, because as we noted, Dallas made it to the Western Conference, made it to the NBA Finals after they pulled some strings to get P.J. Washington and Gafford from Washington D.C. But those things have to be addressed. There's no doubt about it, and it was pretty much explained in this game tonight. Though the Kings did fight, trying to get that that last win on the road and trying to extend the lead to 8, but that did not happen. So they on their way back home, and let's see what happens against the Houston Rockets, which are pretty much the same team as the Bucks, just in a different conference. They're second in the Western Conference, to be exact. They are big and long, and they are athletic, and they do like to get physical. So we are really be looking for a really good game on this Thursday night when they face the Rockets. So they beat them the last time that they were here. So hopefully the Kings can do it again this time around. But it's going to be a good game. No doubt about it. It's going to be a good game. So also, I'll just give some little thoughts too, because I like to balance these things out. You know, Damian Lillard, he has posted a 41% mark from beyond the arc this month. In his first 14 days of the year. He has knocked down 3 or more three-pointers in 9 of his past 11 contests. He made 3 3-pointers in the first half against the Kings tonight. So that's what he's been doing, and that's how they pretty much have popped back into the action. They had a slow start there. I think they started off like 1-7, 1-6, but they have turned things around, and they're looking a little bit more healthier. Chris Middleton is coming off the bench, so I know that helps out a lot too. But hey, got to give it up to them. Yeah. So, in that first half, out of 24 total rebounds in that first half, De'Aaron Fox had 9 rebounds in that first half, as I had mentioned before. Okay, the Bucks, they ended the first quarter with a 47-26 lead. They made 18 to 27 shots from the field at 66.7%. 7 to 13 shots in three-point territory, and 53.8%, and 4 or 5 from the charity stripe in those first 12 minutes. So that, as I said, I'll say it again, that was the deciding factor. So also, the Bucks dished out 9 assists in their first quarter. I think I mentioned that too. They ended up with 32 helpers in the game. So the Kings will return to G1C to play the Houston Rockets on January 16th. The Bucks will stay home and play the Orlando Magic tomorrow, January 15th, which is the official date that Dr. Martin Luther King was born. He was born in 1925. Okay. Wow, he'll be 100 years old as of tomorrow. I just thought about that. Anyway, yeah, I'm not going to keep you up too long. Got another game coming up here Thursday, and then we got another game coming up here Thursday, so we'll play Houston. So, but between now and then, I should either hit a practice or a shoot around or something like this. So I'll be posting some more things here. So be looking out for those. Looking out for that content. Once again, I do want to thank you for tuning in for another episode of On the Cutting Room Floor. I'm still at it. I'm going to keep doing it. Keep doing it. I don't care if it's 20, 30, 80, or 100, 125 views. Thanks for stopping in. I'm just trying to grow this thing like everyone else is trying to do it, to give my digitalized commentary, from my perspective, and the way I cover the Kings as well, which everyone knows. So we could hit that subscribe button, hit that click button, and there would be fun. I'm getting close to 600 subscribers, so if you could hit that subscribe button, hit the like button as well, that would be a great help. Of course, I'm trying to move forward to the 1,000 mark, hopefully by the end of this season, this NBA season. So hopefully the Kings will make it to the postseason, and we can continue doing this. But regardless, this is what you're going to see. Hopefully, it hasn't been official yet. We'll see what happens when the Sacramento A's, when the Athletics of Sacramento start playing here in West Sacramento. Hopefully I'll be doing some things over there and going to news conferences and meeting some of the players and interviewing them as well. And I will be posting it up here on this channel. So if you are an A's fan, and bless you, because I know many of you did not want to see them leave the Bay Area, Oakland in particular. But if you are an A's fan, I will definitely try to covering them as well this season. So, but it's not official, but I'm pretty sure we're heading in that direction. A matter of fact, I wouldn't mind covering, during the summer. It'd be something different. But, as we all know, at least what I know, being in this profession from an academic standpoint, the more that you cover different sports, the better that it makes the reporting. Matter of fact, the more that you cover anything, makes your reporting much, much stronger than just being down in the pigeonhole like some people. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that. I'm going to leave that alone. I've already been saying that I'll leave that part alone. But that's just what I'm saying, from our perspective as far as dealing in this field of journalism. There's just many more ways to strengthen your skills and your abilities and capabilities to be the best that you can out here scribing and gathering information. So, once again, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Thanks for stopping in, and I will see you soon. Probably not until the next road game, and maybe I will be able to put something in between if something happens. Still looking for a press conference about this Mike Brown separation bit. Who knows? If that happens, I'll be there, and I definitely will be providing a commentary on that should it happen. And I think it is going to happen. It's just a matter of when. Thank you. I'm out of here. Peace and love and solidarity.